Jurgen, reports that Stegen of Barcelona, Timo Horn at Cologne are targets, if not this month, then further down the line. What's your response to that?
No. I'm not sure that I understood. I heard Stegen and Horn.
Stegen and Timo Horn at Cologne, that they're targets.
No.
No. one target then.
Good goalkeepers.
Good goalkeepers.
And no.
I mean, is it something that you would look at further down the line? Do you need more competition in that area at all, or?
We have some problems with injuries, and I think in this moment, not. Thank God, not on the goalkeeper position. So everything is okay. How I said, plenty of times our goalkeeper situation is absolutely. More than okay, and we are satisfied. And I know both goalkeepers talk about good goalkeepers, but they never played without faults. So it's always, if you don't see them often enough, you think, they can do this better, this better, this better, this better. At the end, it's a goalkeeper. And so Simon Mignolet, it's a really, 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 really good goalkeeper. He's number 2 in Belgium. Or number 1, we'll see, but maybe number 2 at the European Championship. That's a big football country in this moment. So good education in all parts of life, especially in goalkeeping. I speak a lot with John Achterberger and things like this. So we have solutions in our own squad.
One signing that you are close to, Grujic, how far has that progressed now?
Yeah, as I know, as long as there's no sign under something, I don't want to talk about it. So because that's all what I can say in this moment. So you have to wait till the next press conference, but it's only a few hours until. So.
You've obviously enjoyed cup success before. So, in your experience, how important and how beneficial can winning a competition like this be to developing that winning mentality that you're looking for within your squad?
We spoke about this a few weeks ago, I think, but it's always important because that's if you have the chance and you don't try to go for it, then it's a waste of time. Then you don't have to be part of the tournament. But at the end, it's only one team in the whole tournament who is really lucky because it's not a real target to be in the final, to be part of the final, lose the final, or something like this. So it's only one reason in tournaments is to win it, and that's of course our target. It's hard work because Stoke is a good moment, good development in the last few months, and Mark Hughes does a brilliant job there, and good scouting in summer and all these things. Maybe the biggest change in football, how Stoke played a few months or years ago and how they are playing now, and so that's really good. But yeah, no, only one reason to be part of a tournament, and that's what we try to do, of course. And how important this could be for our improvement, for our development, that's a question we can answer in a few months or weeks. So it's always you have to react on success in the right way, like you have to react on losses or defeats in the right way. But it's not like this that I had too often in my life silverware in my hands. So if there's a possibility, we try to.
You made a number of changes for your previous 2 League Cup games. I'm just wondering whether that is perhaps something that you're planning again for this encounter?
We don't have that much opportunities for this. It's not that we have 6, 7, 8 players to change. In this moment we have always all the squad with us, and we have to first of all to react on the impact the last game had on the players, and then we have to decide. But at the end, it's always we want to go in this game and want to win it, and so for this we make the squad. But of course, I cannot ignore the situation in the team after the games, after a number of games, and so we have to wait a little bit. We have to use each hour. We only have this session today. It's not a real session. It's day two after the game. So for sure, it's not possible to make an intensive training, but I have to talk to Andy, to the doctor, to Chris, our head of physiotherapy, and then we have to make decisions together.
Mario Balotelli's agent has been saying, obviously he's still officially a Liverpool player, just out on loan at the moment, but that at some point he would maybe like a chat with you about Mario's future, about potentially returning to Liverpool. So I'm just wondering if that is something that is on your agenda, to have a chat with his agent, and if Mario coming back is ever even in your slightest bit of thinking.
Oh my God, at this moment I don't have time and no capacity for thinking about things for next summer. And so we have to, if he is his agent, then maybe we will have a talk, but it's nothing I can think about in this moment. So we have to, January is a moment where we have to think about the things we can change in this moment, or if we have to change in this moment, and the games we have to play in this moment, and nothing else.
You've got a lot of games as well, Jurgen, in the next 10 days or so. Where are you in the situation with these injuries that you're struggling with right now, particularly Jordan Henderson?
You don't really know, because there we have to wait. Each day, each hour, each minute, because the things what happened with the tendon in the foot, it is good. So it's painful, but it's good. So we hope that when the blood is out of the foot, then we can, then the situation is solved. But in this moment, there's blood in the around the heel, and so it's not possible to train or to play. But we hope that that's not serious. We don't have to wait, because we cannot do more. We have treatment, everything what we can do to bring the blood out of the foot. We are doing, but you cannot bring more rush in it. Yeah, so it's the time we need, and no, I can say nothing else.
Marko. Jurgen, how worried are you by the amount of crosses opponents are getting into the box from positions high up the pitch? The second goal was slightly different, but the first goal at West Ham, there were 4 players drawn in towards the ball, and nobody went that extra sort of step to take the responsibility to get the challenge in. That must be a concern. And what do you do to alter that?
Yeah. It's a kind of passive. No, we are passive.
How passive? Yeah.
Come on, it's a
Passive.
Yeah, we were passive in this moment. That's not good. That's never good in football. That's never good in life. We wait for the situation. We have. You're right. 3 or 4 players in both situations, to be honest, around the ball. But in the second situation, we was a little bit more active, but was not aggressive enough in this moment. So they could come out of a 3 against 1 situation on the right wing. First goal. Yeah, how everybody could see the player who made the foul, and it was a foul at the end, made the goal. He had a long way. So in the moment when Alberto fall down, there were 10 players of us closer to our goal than the player who made the goal at the end. So that's it, nearly everything. And that's the reason why I was not too happy with the game and the situations around the goal, because we lost, and against after game you can say it was deserved. Yeah, of course it's deserved. If they make 2 goals, we make no goal, of course. But you could see how much would have been possible for us in this game, and that's really disappointing in a moment like this, that you think, okay, come on, these 2 situations, different way to solve it. There are 100,000 ways to rule it in this moment. We don't take one of these and let them make the cross. At the end, when the ball is in the air, it's really difficult against a player like Carroll especially, but even the first goal was difficult to defend from the moment on after the cross, and that's what you have to avoid. Now we have the issue with crosses. Before we had issues with set plays. It's always ball in the air. As long as the ball is on the ground, we most of the time we handle it. When the ball is in the air, we had some problems in the past, so most of the goals we conceded was like this. Yeah, we know about it. We have to solve it. We have to rule it. We were really serious with in the analyze. We were clear in the words. No excuses, nothing else. So we want to improve. For this, we have to show it in situations, especially situations like this. And yeah, that's what we have to change for sure. It's a different game against Stoke. They make crosses too, and Arnautovic goes in the box, and we will see how they play. I don't know, but if Bojan plays in the center, then it's not the header, then he's more false nine, whatever, coming in midfield, playing football. And then you have Shaqiri in his back, you have for sure Arnautovic in his back, and Afellay, whoever. And so that's, but they have other options. Can play with Juve, can play with Joselu, all these things. So we will see how they will start. But in the end, it's one of the biggest rules in football. You have to avoid crosses, because ball is in the air, 50-50. That's not a good relation, and so we have to do it better. Talking about this here is very easy. Changing it is a little bit more difficult, but nevertheless we have to do it.
Stoke City were pretty uncomplicated in styles for a number of years, and were always formidable opponents because of that. They're no less formidable now, even though there's been a real change in style, and they're very fluid, aren't they, at the top end of the pitch, and they will pose a threat to you.
Yeah, that's it. When in the half final, it's really rare that you meet a team that can play football. To be honest, so we have we know about the quality of Stoke, of course. It's a team I know most about because of most of the players. Philipp Bolscheid and all the players who played in Germany. Of course, I know a lot about them. So a very good, especially Marko Arnautovic made a really good development, because he was young when he was in Germany, big talent, some problems, but everybody could see in his good moments how strong he can be. Now he's here, since I'm here. Okay, I don't read your newspapers, but I've heard nothing about him. So only seeing him shooting goals, scoring goals, and making crosses, making runs behind the line and things like this. So that's like you could say about the whole development of Stoke City team. What I said, Mark, I never met him before, but big respect for what he's doing there. Good scouting and a good style of play. It's always, they can change. If for example, Joselu or Juve plays in the center, then it's a little bit more with long balls. It's many legs defending sometimes, but it's pressing, it's counter-pressing, it's everything in. And at the end, they have a clear plan. Shaqiri is a key player for the last pass. What they are doing is good, but you have to defend this. It's not allowed to leave player of us alone with him, because in one-on-one he's really strong, and he has to have good solutions, and can cross with the right foot, can shoot with the left foot. So yeah, we have to, but that's football. I like this in football. I have to find solutions for this. That's on one thing, but that's another truth. They didn't win all the games. So they have, of course, if we find a way, and that's what we should looking for, if we find a way to make them problems, we should do it all the time, and we have possibilities for this, but for this we have to play more consequent, like we did in West Ham. So that's the thing, and it's quite interesting. Good challenge, good job. We have a good job to do, and then we can go through.
Jurgen, I know you said you have to wait to see if you can make changes for this game, but I know Adam Bogdan's been in goal for this competition. Is that expected to stay the same for this?
No decisions until now. Sorry, we need this day, and 2 days after game. It's not I'm here. I work the whole morning, but not on this. So because I have to wait for how it always is in these short periods between the game for each information, and then I make decision.
I wanted to ask, but are we close to seeing Daniel Sturridge on the pitch this week? Or
No. It's like this. Maybe you have the feeling that we train now since 3 weeks with Daniel and say every day, come on, more, and he's fitter and fitter. In the end, I say, but no, I wait. That's not like this. Daniel had some problems in this week, more or less, not serious, but then he could not train, could not make the next session. We have to wait a day, then muscles here, something like this. How a preseason can be. It's a preseason without games. So should not happen too much, but some little things happened. We always have to handle this. So it's not a row of sessions that we say, and now we are here and go. I'm the first who pick him when he's available, when he's ready for this. I never will hold him back or things like this. Not until now I did it, and I will not do it in the future. But yeah. Can't say more. So in this moment, because he didn't have one session with the team, what was the usual plan for this week? He didn't have one, and so he's not available.
I mean, can I just follow up on that? You've always said with Daniel that he needs to train 7, 8, 9 days in a row. Does that mean that because he's missed a session that has set him back?
Oh, one of you. It's always then you make the session, and then that's what I say now after the game. So. It's what Daniel has to do in this moment. It's hard work, of course, to be prepared for the things we make in a football game. So, because he had the last preseason in 2011. Complete. So, with all the preseason, we load our body with strength, with energy, with all we need for the games. And then the problem starts. You play this problem, then play again, another problem. So that's how it is. We don't have to talk about this. I was not here. Or 2013, sorry, I'm not sure. 11, so it's long. And now what we are doing now is to try to fill this body with energy and with strength and everything. That's what we have to do. And it would be easy for me to say, come on, let's try. We have problems. We don't score enough goals. Bring him and let's see what will happen. But that's where we have to be patient. We have to wait.